What is going on, everybody? We're finally back with Downtime Re-Up. It's been like 8 months, 7 months
Too long.
yeah, I think since the football season ended. I think shortly after that we
No,
stopped
no.
making
World Series.
World Series.
Yeah.
How long was the World Series after? Was it the
Wait.
World Series before?
Yeah. Hold up. When did we end?
So I think we ended it like right after the Super Bowl or right before the Super Bowl.
Right
So
before, because we
February.
were doing the rankings,
Right, yeah, yeah.
and then
So
we
I
just
think it
never
was
came
like
back.
February, but we're finally back. And
We look the exact same.
we have done nothing to upgrade how our system is, but we will. But we will.
Well, he will. I won't be him.
Eventually. Yeah, George will finally come back. Xavier is not gonna be here for very long. He's gonna be here for a few months, but then he'll
No,
be gone. Then it'll just be
forever.
me and George, or it'll be me and my brother.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, we'll see how that goes. I could go either way.
I can't
But
see.
I mean, big topic going on right now. A very big point of focus around the sports world, or at least if you watch college football, which seems to be growing as the times go, and with the NCAA release, has gotten pretty popular with a lot of people who didn't know about it.
They brought
People
me in.
who, yeah, people who kind of just now and then watch college football games or knew about a few teams or just tune in for the national championship game. Everybody, everybody's made a team, a dynasty in NCAA. They made a dynasty. They found a team that they actually love, players that they know about. For example, me, I didn't know much about UConn, but I always loved UConn's basketball program, and I rebuilt the dynasty UConn, and now I know all about them. Now, Nick Evers, and I know about Victor Rosa, Darrell Robinson. I mean, all those guys that they have out there, I got more knowledge of. Well, I think Xavier is pretty into Texas
TC.
Christian University,
I only know one player.
the quarterback.
Yeah, because he won a Heisman with me. That was it. Everybody else, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have our own dynasty, our own online dynasty going on, which it's pretty cool. Maybe whenever we start another one, I'll begin to maybe upload it or stream it on this account or
We
maybe
we
on
even
another
have
one.
one with all our friends. We
Yeah,
have like
yeah,
a little online dynasty.
yeah. So yeah, right now, I'm UConn,
Texas
Xavier's
State.
Texas State University, somebody's Eastern Michigan, somebody's East Carolina, and somebody's Arkansas State. So a lot of teams that don't get a big focus on, UConn, an independent team, Texas State, relatively new to college football compared to these other programs. Arkansas State, East Carolina has a little bit more of a big following because um, they're a little bit more known for their uniforms and for their colorway and for their mascot. And then Eastern Michigan, I doubt even most of y'all knew Eastern Michigan had a
No
football
idea.
team, because I sure as hell didn't. So, but yeah, getting a little off track.
I have a.
The main focus.
That was the main focus.
No, the main focus is
Oh,
the Notre Dame versus Texas A&M game that happened on Saturday.
fuck Kaiser. I hate that guy.
Oh yeah, before we were doing the games, I wanted to learn the Notre Dame lineups a little bit better, so I'd play against him as the Notre Dame teams, and I just let him know Kaiser is the field general. 8 tackles a game against him.
No.
It was dirty stuff. But yeah, he's not a very big fan of Notre Dame because of me. But I know I am happy after that result on Saturday. I'm not sure how much you know about the players other than the ones I used to kick your ass with. Um,
Absolutely not.
but but yeah, I mean, for those who do know, Notre Dame, I know this is more of a Dallas-based channel, but Riley Leonard, their quarterback, a transfer from Duke. Not a very vertical quarterback, more known for his short passing and for his running. Definitely showed out in terms of that short passing and that running, and when needed, made big plays vertically down the field. It was enough. For some games, it's just important to not turn the ball over, not give the other team a good place to start, so that you can manage the game. And that's precisely what Riley Leonard and Marcus Freeman and that offense did. They managed the game the best they could. They did,
They ran the right plays.
yeah, they for the most part ran the right plays. They understood slowly that running the ball at certain times wasn't working and how to get it to work in that fourth quarter, which resulted in those rushing touchdowns for us because we didn't score a single passing touchdown. All rushing touchdowns and field goals, which were crucial from Jeter, or Jeter. I call him Derek Jeter because why not?
Derek Jeter the shortstop.
Um, but crucial field goal kicks at Kyle Field. That atmosphere, absolutely wild. I've been at Texas A&M Stadium before, against the game versus Alabama, and it gets crazy in there, man. It gets crazy. What's the most like crazy game you've experienced?
Me?
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys versus Eagles last Christmas.
Oh yeah.
When it was like 30 something or 40 or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I think I was
Yeah.
at that game too. Um, the one here, where they had was it Gardner Minshew at quarterback? I think.
I believe so, but I think Hurts was hurt.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was with Gardner Minshew at quarterback, and whenever Devonte Smith did
No, no.
that,
With Minshew wasn't there no more.
he
It
wasn't.
was last year.
Oh
Yeah.
right, last I went the year before when they
No.
played them right before
Yeah,
Christmas, because
no,
I
it
know
was.
I know Devonte Smith. He did that thing where he stole. Like he was pretending to steal from the charity bucket for some reason, which was kind of weird. Um,
No, you didn't go
But yeah,
last
that
year.
yeah, that was the year before. That game was crazy. Last season I went to the Seahawks versus the Cowboys game. Now that one was fucking crazy. But go on, what were you saying?
That was pretty much it. You asked, what's the craziest game? That's pretty much it. I vaguely remember. It's kind of been a while for me since then. I don't have the greatest memory compared to others.
Yeah. But yeah, Kyle Field, it's one of those places where you go to, and even Nick Saban before the game on College Game Day, he was like, it's a whole different beast because like I said, he went down there before with a what looked like unstoppable Alabama team and got beat by an A&M team that didn't look strong whatsoever. A few losses in the season already. Um, for sure didn't look like they were gonna make any type of playoffs, even if it was a 12 team playoffs like it is now. They didn't look like they were gonna make anything. Um, so it's definitely different playing in Kyle Field. And what surprised me the most is that A&M was so favored, even though their quarterback has hardly played any college football.
Dude, he threw up on the field.
Yeah, like the whole first season he was there, he played 3 games, or at least last season, from what I know of. He played 3 games, then he got taken out for the season by an injury. And he comes into this season, people haven't seen anything from him since those 3 starts,
Mhm.
and they just automatically believe that their offense is gonna be able to do anything versus what was already a good Notre Dame defense last year that has only gotten better through
Yeah.
its veterans. I mean,
You could tell he needed time. He wasn't making the right passes at all. Especially, I think it was a 4th and 2. He had someone open on the left side and threw it pretty much almost to a wide open defender.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Out for the game, I think too.
yeah. I mean, it was weird, man. And for some of those plays, yes, it looks like that pass was designated to go to that person. But as the quarterback, if you see that that guy is absolutely locked down, and if you throw that ball 99% of the time, you have a 99% chance that it's getting incomplete. I mean, you don't throw it there. Even if that's where the pass is supposed to go to. Look at what happened to the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. That pass was designated to go to that slant, and what happened? It got picked, and they lost the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
Sometimes, as the quarterback, you have to know to make the read that okay, this is where it's supposed to go to, but I see that defender coming. I see that chip on that route didn't work, and now I gotta make a play. That's for the game. That's
Yeah.
for the
The thing
game.
is, I'm kind of weird. Is kind of confused. It's like QBs are supposed to have 2 to 3 reads that they're supposed to kind of pay attention to.
Mhm.
It looked like he just stuck on that first read and kind of just
Right,
stuck with it. It honestly pissed me off.
right. Yeah, I mean, for me, I loved it because
Yeah,
I could
no,
tell, I could tell as soon as we started sending pressure to him, and we just left our cornerbacks in man. We just left them in man, and we were sending five, sometimes sending six on third downs, and he couldn't make a play ever. He every time, even if there was somebody open, he was overthrown, underthrown, over their head, which was one of them was the interception for Xavier Watts, where he just air melted over that guy, and Watts came and he snagged it. I mean, that could look terrible, and you know, like I said,
And it was home field.
yeah, it was home, and I mean, imagine if that game was at Notre Dame, man. I mean, that would have been ugly. That kid would have somehow managed to play worse, unless maybe he's got Road Dogg on Hall of Fame. We don't know it, but yeah, that was pretty bad. And I mean, Notre Dame did what they were supposed to do. They did play against a tough defense. That defense was a great defense, while the offense struggled for A&M. That defense was fantastic. That D line was very good. Although they had 0 sacks, the pressure on Riley Leonard was constant. And if it wasn't for him being a senior, he would have crumbled just like that other A&M quarterback did.
He had a good, man, 2 to 3 seconds to be really in the pocket every time he tried to pass.
Yeah, or he would manufacture the 2 to 3 seconds
Yeah.
himself by moving around. Um,
Just moving around the pocket constantly.
but yeah, I mean, I loved it when they started to run him though. Like whenever at the beginning, you could tell that O line was struggling a little bit, and they were kind of like making him kind of stay in the pocket, look for a read. I'm just like, nah, man, like let him run. This isn't a game to step up in the pocket, find a guy, and make the pass kind of game. This is a do what it takes to get those yards, even if you have to put your body on the line type of game. And once they started doing that, then they became successful. The other team had to watch out for the QB run, the running back run, the option play, the short drag routes, the out routes, the comeback routes. The defense they can't cover all that. But once you're one dimensional, almost as how A&M was one dimensional, where that quarterback couldn't make a pass, and even if there was somebody open, he still couldn't find the target. Um, that's how you know how to stop somebody, because A&M then would try to run the ball. We would start to stop their run, and then what? You can't pass the ball. We're playing your run, and that's it. Your offense is stagnant. So,
Yeah.
um,
I don't know. I'm just disappointing, really, from A&M. Like, just look at really, I was the offensive coordinator too. I feel like he wasn't making the right plays either,
right,
telling them what to run.
right,
Just I don't know. It's just really confusing to watch. I'll be honest. It made no sense.
yeah, and I mean, yeah, something to consider. Is it the offensive coordinator not running, sophomore, fourth start quarterback friendly plays for a college quarterback, or can the quarterback just not make the play? You know, that's something that as an A&M fan and A&M coach, you got to look more into. Something that I'm not gonna look into because that's not my problem.
I'm not either. It's not my
But
team. I was just kind of rooting for A&M because he was going for Notre Dame, and I really wanted them to lose.
yeah,
That's besides the point.
yeah, but yeah, man, those Irish, they win, they got it done.
Yeah.
Another thing to look at though, if y'all are more interested in Notre Dame, they got a Peacock series going on right now. Here Comes the Irish, I believe it's called. It's really good. If you're interested in getting into college football, you want a football team, and you just want to start knowing about the players on the team and the tradition behind the program, go give that a watch. Maybe you'll find that you really like it. Notre Dame is a Catholic school team though, so if that's something that you're not very into, I'm not. I mean, I'm not super religious myself, but I do like the fact that they have Bible study sometimes. At the end of the game, Riley Leonard gave a Bible verse a shout out that he really loved. He had it on his wrist. That stuff's cool to me. I can dig that. But that if that's not your cup of tea, completely okay. Go be a TCU. Well, no, TCU is a Christian school.
TCU's Christian.
So go be an A&M fan, and good luck with that because your football team's not very good this year.
Yeah.
But
Or
going
go to Florida. They're currently 0-2.
Florida State, yeah,
Yeah,
what a
I don't know
joke
what's
Florida State is right
Adam
now.
rankings are crazy in week 2.
Yeah, that's yeah. Which A&M's out of the top 25. Florida State went from 10 to out the top
Yeah, but
25.
thing is, A&M's losing close games to ranked teams. Florida's losing to teams that are not even.
Sure, yeah,
Boston College wasn't even ranked.
yeah. I mean, I mean, Boston College wasn't ranked. Boston College was no school to scoff at either, but at the same time, they still weren't a ranked team, and neither was Georgia Tech.
Like they were just recruiting themselves, those players to outshine
Hmm.
both teams they lost to. It just
Hmm.
looks like more of just a head coach offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator type issue going on.
For sure. For sure.
But besides the point, what are we going to next?
Yeah. So, only other topic we're gonna hit on today. A little bit of a shorter episode today, than usual. Just kind of getting back in the groove of
Mhm.
things. Uh, the Dallas Cowboys season is around the corner. Season opener is this Sunday coming up. We got a 3 o'clock game, 4 o'clock Eastern versus the Cleveland Browns. CD Lamb
Is
inked a
back.
paper a few days ago. Fantastic. Not getting Justin Jefferson money, getting better than well, Jamar Chase money because nobody's giving him a contract right now.
Yeah.
But apparently I saw something about Jamar Chase wanting 1 cent more than Justin Jefferson, which is
I saw that last year.
crazy. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, were they not teammates?
They
LSU,
were in LSU, I believe.
right? Weren't they LSU
Yeah.
teammates?
But
Crazy.
but I honestly think Justin Jefferson's by far a better
Justin Jefferson's better,
receiver.
and that's without a doubt. Justin Jefferson's
Yeah.
better. I might have my bias and lean towards CD being better than both of them, but I mean, I don't think Jamar Chase deserves more money than Justin Jefferson. I don't know if Jamar Chase deserves more money than CD Lamb. In my
No,
opinion,
definitely not.
I don't think so. Joe Burrow is a more than competent quarterback, and CD Lamb's putting up great numbers with Dak Prescott, who's also a pretty competent quarterback, but
Mhm.
needs a contract.
After
Micah
this season,
Parsons
right?
needs a contract. We got some decisions to come up. You know, we got CD Lamb locked down now. Then it comes to the decision, okay, are you gonna find the money to re-sign Dak Prescott, and then you're gonna have to re-sign Micah Parsons,
Parsons.
and then you're gonna have to re-sign Jake Ferguson, and then you're gonna have to re-sign Deron Bland. Like, how are you
Isn't
gonna?
he out for like a few weeks?
Yeah, he's out for a few weeks. I believe
Five?
he's gonna probably miss the 4 or 5 games,
Yeah, I
something like
think it's
that.
like his return, possible return was like week 5, week 6.
Yeah, that's probably where I'd expect it to be. But I mean, I feel good with our rookie cornerback. He looked pretty good in the preseason.
I didn't watch
Carson, he
too
was pretty good.
much. I watched like quarters here and there
Mhm.
every weekend. I'll say.
Yeah.
Just remember seeing Lance throw like 2 picks.
Oh man, Lance reminded me a lot of was a NFL version of the A&M quarterback. A
Yeah,
very
he just
one read, follow that receiver until he's open, and
or
if he
just run.
doesn't get open, just run.
Yeah, just run.
That's a lot of what I saw, which is not good. You see Dak Prescott play, you see him scan the field, looking for a guy open. On some plays, yeah, some plays stare CD Lamb down, he'll get open. You know, sure, on some plays, but Dak Prescott also knows how to scan the field and how to find that tight end
He's
on the
offensive
go
go
route.
general.
Yeah, he can find the tight end on the go route. He can find Cooks on a zig route. He can find what's now going to be Tolbert, maybe on an out route, something like that, you know. So uh, it's um, it's a little bit of a concern, backup quarterback wise. You still got Cooper Rush there. You're hoping Trey Lance becomes something,
Yeah, Cooper Rush.
but it's a lot of question marks. You know, a lot of question marks. Yes, you got CeeDee Lamb back, which eliminates one of those question marks, but you still have so many to consider. Um,
What's a end season goal for you, like for the Cowboys?
well, I hope by the end of the
At least a
season.
like prediction record, like playoffs, no playoffs, how
Yeah,
far we
yeah, yeah.
make it.
I wonder if we can do a prediction real quick.
We should
Let
have
me
thought
see.
about that. Kind of just dawned on me.
Yeah, yeah, let me see.
We're kind of just doing this on the fly. No worries.
Talk to the people, Xavier. Let them know. Let them know your thoughts about the Cowboys.
No, my thoughts. This is gonna be not. Each year I get more and more into football. It took me a while, so um, for sure. Kind of. I don't know. I think most definitely I'll be watching every game for sure this year
Mm-hmm.
until I leave, obviously. But I used to watch like man, maybe one game every 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm most definitely excited. I think just Carter talking about it more, the friends we have kind of sparked more interest into me.
Right.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Don't know too much, but most definitely willing to learn. I was mainly just into soccer.
Oh yeah, man. Soccer. I love soccer too. Um, man, I'm trying to find one of those like fancy predictor ones where it'll
Oh,
tell you like everybody's record.
oh, from like last season and stuff, and then
Like this one's kind of cool, but this one's trying to be all extra. Where's the Cowboys? I mean, I guess we can go this one. Okay, let's see here. I'm about to show y'all.
They found one.
Yeah. All right. So, um, first week got Cowboys versus Browns. I mean, I feel fairly confident that the Cowboys will get it done. Deshaun Watson, a huge question mark on what Deshaun Watson you're gonna get at over there. Nick Chubb is gonna be out minimum 4 weeks. I probably expect more coming back from an ACL MCL tear. They still got Amari Cooper down there. They got Njoku down there, which is on my fantasy team. Um, they got a hell of a defense still, but
Mhm.
so do we. Our defense looked fantastic,
Especially with
amazing in the
Diggs back.
preseason. They looked amazing last year with Dan Quinn. They looked great this year with our new defensive coordinator. In the preseason, they looked unstoppable. I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna win.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think, ooh, 24-17.
That's a pretty low scoring game. But yeah, so we're gonna put 24-17, and we're gonna kind of go through these a little fast. We don't got too much time. Week 2.
Oh, we're going through every game. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick every game real quick.
Or
I for sure think we win this game.
this one is.
Probably gonna put like 35-17. I don't think this is a particularly close game.
Yeah, no, it's not. I was
Um,
actually gonna say like 20 something 7, but
yeah, I mean,
I don't see them scoring more than 2. I'll be
okay,
honest.
I'll put them at 14.
There you go. They
14.
missed a field goal too.
Yeah.
Extra point.
And these numbers don't really matter much.
Yeah.
We're kind
We're
of
just
more
gonna
just
be like one
predicting
or
who's
lost
gonna
pretty
win.
much.
Um,
Um.
then Baltimore, we're at
Oh.
home against Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Justin Tucker. Kind of funny how you bring up a Justin Tucker a kicker. For a lot of teams, you wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, but that's.
Justin Tucker. I
We
know
got.
they traded for a few people on defense. Um, obviously, we're gonna be a little biased here. We're being a little bit realistic.
Mhm.
We're gonna be a little bit biased. If this was an away game, I'd say a loss. We're not very good away with Mike McCarthy, kind of naturally. But with us playing at home, we looked pretty unstoppable at home, other than that Packers game, which we don't really talk about too much. But I'm feeling that we slightly win this game,
Yeah, I
barely.
think it's gonna be like 17-14. I don't think it's gonna be just a
Yeah, I mean
running
this
event.
this looks pretty accurate. A 23-19 game. I mean, that looks very possible. That's very plausible.
Yeah,
What it could
I
look
don't
like,
think it's gonna be like one of those high scoring games at all. I
right?
think that's when defense is really gonna show out.
hmm And then we got uh Cowboys away at Giants.
We're
Giants look terrible.
yeah, we're winning
Nothing more to say about
30-0.
that. I'm just gonna make this a 3. They
Holy.
can leave that. All right, going this quickly. We got Pittsburgh
We
away.
should technically win this.
I feel fairly confident about it.
Yeah.
Um, let's go ahead.
I honestly don't know the score of this one would be, but I know.
Damn, this predictor thing when it automatically puts the scores, these are really low.
Yeah.
But that's cool. That doesn't really matter much to us.
Well, we have to lose a game. That's the thing.
Yeah. At home versus Detroit.
Detroit was good last year.
Detroit was good last year. We beat them last year. I think that
Barely.
was at home or away.
Away.
That was away, right?
Yeah.
So then we beat them at home. It's very simple. This is very simple, guys.
Simple.
And then bye week,
Bye week. I don't see them.
and then 49ers. As much as it hurts, we're probably gonna lose this game.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna lose this game.
We somehow always lose.
It's the Niners away. For some reason, it feels like we always play them away.
Falcons are up top.
Okay, Falcons.
We win.
I would say I would say we win. They do have some new defensive players out there.
Sorry.
They have Kirk Cousins. We're known to mess up Kirk Cousins though. Yeah, Kyle Pitts, Drake London.
At
yada
one
yada
point, one
yada.
had
But
Kyle Pitts.
it's whatever. Not really about it. You know what I'm saying, man? I think we win this game at home, we lose it away. So whenever it
Yeah.
pops up away, I'll put that for a loss. Even though Dak Prescott owns Jalen Hurts, just to make the
Even
casual
interest.
watcher happy.
Oh, this will be a fun game to watch.
This is gonna be an amazing game. This is probably the game I'm most excited for, other than division games, because obviously we love division games. We like messing up our rivals and making them be quiet.
Especially now that Houston's are good now.
But I say we win. What do you think?
I don't know. Like I really have to see how Houston's are at
Yeah.
that time of the year.
Yeah, and I mean this is just the beginning of the season before anybody even sees who's actually good, who's actually
Yeah.
bad,
Just,
who's gonna flop. But just going
holy
off of
moly, 28-31.
this is going off of
Who do we go against?
Washington away.
Yeah, we win.
That's a win. The only divisional game we're gonna lose is gonna
The
be
Eagles.
against the Eagles away. For being realistic.
Unless we do absolute horrendous.
Bengals at home. I'm going to this game. So any of y'all that are watching that know me, I'll be here.
Wait, we're going?
I'm going.
Oh,
He
you
might
said-
not be
you
going.
said weird. And I was like,
I'm going with
what?
my brother. So if you want to be there, drop
Oh.
$200.
I'll be there. I guess. Don't have a choice.
Is Jamar Chase practicing? I don't
What?
think so. I don't think Jamar Chase is practicing. I don't think Jamar
No,
Chase is
he's still holding out.
he's still holding out. I don't think he has a contract. I think once the season starts, he might get one, or he might sit out the whole year. I don't know. But if he's gonna sit out the whole year, we're gonna win this without a doubt. One thing to keep in mind though is that did the Bengals offensive line get better to protect Joe Burrow?
We'll see.
I don't know. I didn't watch the Bengals too much. So that's something to consider, and that's something that I feel like Michael Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence is going to take care of. So,
Mhm.
am I delusional Cowboys fan? Maybe, but we're
Absolutely.
winning this game.
We're 13-1. But that's not gonna be 200%
Tampa
accurate.
Bay at home win. Tampa Bay sucks away.
Oh,
We lose this
wins.
one.
Yeah,
Week 18. Where are we?
up there. Oh, we win.
Win.
Yeah.
And then I guess it tells us to simulate their all remaining games. It's gonna give us kind of a prediction of what that playoff picture might look like.
That's actually pretty cool.
Based off of what we did to win. I think my brother might be messaging me right now that I need to go pick him up, and I will do that in a second. But this is important stuff. The Dallas Cowboys. This is pretty cool though. I didn't know about this website. It is pretty cool, where it'll simulate all the games that we don't pick. Okay, so from
Hey, we're not there.
we're in the divisional. How good does it have the Eagles going? Oh wait, no, we're the number 1 seed.
Oh, I was like, what?
Okay, so it has us number 1 seed. Then it has 2 Niners, 3 Packers, 4 Falcons. Interesting. 5 Lions,
The Bears.
6 Eagles, 7 Bears. Caleb Williams will 8 and 9 be good enough to take them to the glory land, where they would be playing at the 49ers.
Yeah,
What
not
a
making
game.
it. Not making it out alive.
Then Eagles would be at Packers, which I
Oh.
believe is what the first game of the season is. Eagles versus Packers. I think they're
Mhm.
playing in like Brazil though, or something like that.
Yeah,
And
so it'll be a rematch.
a lot of stuff going on in Brazil
North
right now.
America.
If y'all know. And then Lions versus Falcons. Very interesting game. Falcons 12-5. That's crazy to me. Isn't that crazy to you? Who flopped down here? Washington expected to be bad. Vikings expected to be bad. Saints expected to be bad. Cardinals a little bit interesting. Cardinals, Kyler Murray's back full season. They made a few trades over there. The Rams, Matthew Stafford, is he on the decline? Maybe. Bryce Young, is he getting better? Not according to the predictor. The Bears apparently make it to the playoffs 8 and 9. Congratulations. I guess they had the tiebreaker between the Bucks, the Seahawks, and the Bears, and the Giants. All 8 and 9. I guess the Bears had the tiebreaker. Giants going 8 and 9 wouldn't surprise me. That seems fairly accurate. Seahawks with Geno Smith, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. Defense a little shaky. Who's gonna be running the ball down there efficiently? Right? They could have a few people running the ball. Who's gonna run it down there efficiently? The Bucks, it's Baker Mayfield, right? Mike Evans, Godwin, a few people retired on that offense and on that defense, that O line.
Mhm.
You know, the linebackers, a little concerning. And then we talk about the rest of these team. On the other side, I mean, Jacksonville, maybe Trevor Lawrence
I
season,
don't see them that
right?
high. I
Trevor
see them
Lawrence
like.
plays for Jacksonville, right? I'm not
Mhm.
tripping. Trevor Lawrence, maybe made a few acquisitions,
I see them more
looking
where the Bengals are,
looking
like
good out there.
unswapped.
Okay, I could see that possible. Same record, same record. They just won their division.
Yeah.
This looks accurate. Accurate.
That
Aaron
does.
Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers goes crazy.
last attempt at the playoffs, maybe, or is he gonna play another season? He's getting pretty old, man.
He is pretty old.
Anthony Richardson taking the Colts to a 6 seed, 10-7.
10-7.
Interesting. That'd be good for my fantasy team. I have Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman Jr. That would be freaking awesome. Disappointments, Chargers, accurate. Titans,
The Bills.
honestly doing better than I expected. Bills, they have no receivers.
I know, but like they've made the playoffs. I think the past 2-3 years.
No receivers, and then the defense is getting old.
But I
Think
still
about it.
expect them to be like the 7th.
Okay, I could see that. Maybe. But who are you taking out? The Colts, probably.
Yeah.
The Browns, a little bit of a disappointing
Texans?
season. Texans,
We
interesting.
don't know. The Texans team is like we
See,
really have to see what happens.
This
with them.
division is really interesting. Jaguars look better. Anthony Richardson could blow up, could possibly be MVP. Who knows?
Mhm.
And then we
You
know
just
these
wanted
guys
him
have been
in
good.
MVP, huh?
But Anthony Richardson is good. Anthony Richardson is good. If you saw how he played, he's at least good for my fantasy team.
I don't think he's
All those run
MVP
yards.
level though. Like maybe top 10. That's what I say.
You're a hater. Anyways,
Possibly not. We'll see.
guys. Yeah, just a little quick episode for y'all. Try to get this out for y'all tonight. Hopefully, we'll record another one. Tomorrow. Are you available tomorrow?
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Maybe tomorrow,
I
cause
got some stuff going on around noon.
I got school Thursday and I work Friday.
Yeah,
And
sounds
then
good.
Cowboys Sunday. Cowboys Sunday got the day off. Let them know. All right. Be there, be square for next episode.
All right, adios, amigos.
And you don't want to be a square unless you're
Amigas.
SpongeBob, then you're okay with that.
What?
But be Patrick Star.
Thumbs up. There you go.
Peace out, guys.